if you are someone who becomes a different person depending on the context that you're in, I think that's fine. For a long time, I thought I have to be the exact same person regardless of who I'm talking to or what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm not being authentic, right? I had this very rigid idea of what authenticity meant. That if I become a different version of myself, depending on the environment, then I must not know who I am, right? I must not be operating as this one authentic expression. But at this point, I'm realizing that I have a lot of different expressions, and they're all facets of me, and they're all authentic in their own way. And it's okay if they're very different. It's okay if I'm a different version of myself with family versus friends or work versus a play setting. It's fine. I think this idea of having like this one rigid personality structure, and then you're going to take that one personality structure and bring it into all these different situations. um, I think that's a I think that's a false ideal of what authenticity can look like. And so if you're somebody who's putting that pressure onto yourself to be this one version all the time, I think that is going to set up an inner conflict in you where it's almost like you have all these different versions of yourself, and they're all you, they're all authentic in their own way. And for you to just pick one of them and say, this is the one, and I'm gonna avoid and repress all the other expressions, I think that doesn't really work. Because then you end up, trying to be this consistent person when actually what it looks like over time is that you have seasons, right? It'd be like saying the real me is summertime. That's the real me. And then when it's time for fall, you're like avoiding the fall. You're saying, no, 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 give me more summer. Like, well, the fall is also an authentic expression. So is winter, so is spring. You have these different seasons and phases of your expression. Sometimes you're going to be really productive and energized, and sometimes you're going to be really tired and resting, and they're both you. So I think for me, I'm trying less and less to be this one specific person all the time, and more just opening up to the flow of whatever the most natural expression of this moment is asking